I had a fantastic 3 years with Barcelona. It's half a lifetime ago, half my lifetime ago, over 30 years now since I left, but it's a memory that's always stayed with me. A wonderful experience, a great football club, a slightly crazy place at times, as it still is, but an experience that I'll never forget. I had such a great affinity with the Barcelona supporters, as well as the football side of things, which went really well, particularly the first 2 seasons. Last season, not so much. But the people of Barcelona were always so wonderful to me, and that's always stuck in my heart. My decision to move to Spain was really one of the fact that it was Barcelona that came for me. If one of the giants of world football comes for you, then it's very difficult to say no. You know, the opportunity to live in a different country, to experience a different kind of football, to educate myself both on the field and also off the field, the opportunity to learn another language, and try something new and exciting. So there are all sorts of reasons, but the main one obviously was that it's Barcelona Football Club. You don't say no. Spanish football was very different to English football, particularly back then. Nowadays, obviously, in English football, we have so many foreign players that the game has changed. It's still high tempo, it's still very fast, but it's a lot different to how it was when I played, and when it was very intense English football, a lot of long ball football, whereas the Spanish league was more cultural, more defined, more refined. And tactically, it was different as well. And I had to learn to score goals in different ways. Back in the 80s, a lot of teams played very deep, and a lot of teams played with a libero, a sweeper. And one of my great assets was my speed, and I used to get behind defences and have one-on-ones with goalkeepers. But there wasn't that opportunity very often because of deep-line defenders, so I had to learn other ways of scoring goals. So it was great for my education. But it was a different experience. The game was slower, you had to be more patient. I think technically it was much better. I think European players in general, in fact, players in general everywhere in the world are technically better than English players were back then. I think we've now improved in that aspect of our game. But you know, La Liga was very different, and obviously the 2 teams were very dominant in Real Madrid and Barcelona, but it was a fantastic learning experience, and it improved my game. Well, the Clasico is something really special, and the first time I played a Clasico in the Camp Nou was, I think it was in early 1987, and I didn't really know what to expect from the atmosphere. But it was incredible. I've never known anything like it. I mean, I scored 2 goals, I think, in the first 5 minutes. And the noise, the crescendo in the Nou Camp was just something that I'll never, ever forget. And I had like goosebumps all over my body when I scored the 2nd goal because the place was going crazy. And then just after half-time, Zubizarreta hit a long ball, and the defender made a mistake, and I had one-on-one with, I think it was Boyos in goal. And I saw him coming out, I just did a little dink over the top of him, and as it was going in, I thought, he's going in, I've scored a hat-trick in a Clasico, in my first proper home Clasico. And it was just, I just couldn't believe what was happening. And then, of course, Madrid came back, they scored 2 goals, and we were winning 3-2 with I don't know how many minutes left. And all I was thinking was, please don't score another one, please don't score, please don't score a hat-trick in a Clasico and not win the game. But it's a match I'll never forget. It's a match that every year I see the goals are played at that time. On this day, 30 odd years ago, he scored a hat-trick. So, and I'll never tire of watching it because it was one of the most special moments of my life.